I commend the bill to the House.
Maria Meno Kapakingi.
Speaker, tēnā tātou te whare. Exactly like my colleague on the right, I would repeat comments made this morning that unless the House recognises, appreciates and completely embeds in any of our debates in this House and into legislation te tiriti o Waitangi, unless that occurs in a genuine and real way, we're screwed. So here we go. And Madam Speaker, just to say, it is obviously easier to go from a no to a yes, so I'm going to. We can't support this because it doesn't quite have enough in it from our point of view and from our experience to support it going forward. Any international treaty on security must come with firm assurances. This is especially important when our own government refuses to uphold Te Tiriti o Waitangi, our founding document. So when we discuss cybersecurity, our security more broadly, we need to understand it through more than the Western lens or the comfortable and privileged lens. What security means to Māori may look very different, and it absolutely does. For us as Māori, security must include direction from Te Tiriti o Waitangi, particularly in the protection of Māori data sovereignty. And within the context of this bill, security must also protect us from government overreach that disproportionately harms our communities. Very recent history, let me recall it, when security powers are misused, the government sanctioned raids on Tūhoe, where false accusations of conspiracy led to deeply harmful and unjust operation on one of the most recent large-scale examples of this behaviour. That poorly managed government-sanctioned response costs lives. We cannot afford to open that door to that kind of behaviour again. Yet, we need only fast forward to the absolute tragedy of the Christchurch mosque attacks. Where was the security for this community? A deeper look into the prevention failures from government revealed that resources had been misallocated, driven by bias and prejudice against our Muslim communities. Once again, lives were lost. This bill risks continuing that pattern by expanding surveillance and international data sharing powers without explicit safeguards for Māori rights. That speaks directly to the issue of Māori data sovereignty. Our data and our information should be just that, ours. What this treaty risks is the ability for our people to exercise mana motuhake over our data. This is critical to success of Māori self-determination for whānau, for hapu and iwi Māori businesses. Unlocking economic and social potential is enabled by Māori data collection and analysis. Māori must own Māori data, Māori future, Māori mokopuna, Māori whenua. We do recognise here, Madam Speaker, that there are some upsides to this bill, but like I started off, it's easier to go from a no to a yes than a yes to a no. We're still in the no lane. We acknowledge that the kōrero of other members of the House have provided, but our role here has been and will always be to advocate for mokopuna Māori, for whānau Māori. Nō reira I rungi tēnā, Madam Speaker, just to, I guess, again, remind us that unless the House fully recognises to the left and to my left and to my right that Te Tiriti o Waitangi is and for always will be our founding document, and just to encourage the House, please read some more. That would be really helpful. I think just filling that gap of knowledge, like my colleague on my right said very early in one of his first stands in this House, there's such a huge gap of knowledge. So I'd encourage you, please read some more. Kia ora tātou.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Budapest Convention and Related Matters Legislation Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage immediately.